The female assassin was preparing to assassinate the presidential candidate, but as soon as she opened the scope and found the target, the presidential candidate on the other side actually discovered that he was locked by a sniper rifle through the reflection of the sniper scope. He was not flustered or panicked, and continued his speech calmly and composedly. He secretly calculated in his heart, speculating the trajectory of the bullet through the distance. At the moment when the bullet was fired, the candidate did not completely dodge, but deliberately let the bullet graze his shoulder. In this way, not only would he not die, but he could also win more support from voters. The reason why Eddie possessed this superpower was because 3 years ago, Eddie was just an unsuccessful writer at that time. His salary was meager, and even his girlfriend of 6 years left him because he had no progress. Faced with the double blow of career and love, Eddie was in a low mood. He accidentally met his ex-wife's younger brother on the street. Just as he was in despair, the younger brother gave him a magical pill. This kind of medicine could stimulate the potential of the brain and make him instantly possess extraordinary abilities. After taking the medicine, Eddie's eyesight became as sharp as an eagle's eye. He could clearly see things thousands of meters away, and he could also hear the surrounding noises clearly. Faced with the landlord's urging for rent, he observed the content of the landlord's speech and combined it with his strong logical reasoning ability. With just a few words, he soothed the landlord's emotions. Then, through the law books in the landlord's bag, he speculated that the other party was troubled by the lawyer exam. Eddie suddenly remembered that he had read this book 5 years ago. Within a few seconds, all the contents were automatically presented in his mind, and he perfectly mastered this professional knowledge. So, without hesitation, he pointed out the problems in the landlord's thesis. This made the landlord deeply admire his talent. In the end, the landlord not only stopped urging for rent, but even exempted him from 3 months of rent, and Eddie's legendary life had begun. He, who had no inspiration for writing before, had a sudden burst of inspiration the moment his fingers touched the keyboard. The typing speed was so fast that there was almost an afterimage. The novel that should have taken 5 months to complete, he finished half of it in just one night. Unfortunately, this magical medicine was not perfect, and its effect was limited. After the drug effect wore off the next day, Eddie returned to being that ordinary person with no prospects. Fortunately, the manuscript he wrote yesterday was still there. He hurriedly sent the novel to the publishing house. However, the editor-in-chief had already lost confidence in him and was ready to return the manuscript without even looking at it. Eddie was not reconciled and asked the editor-in-chief to at least read 3 pages. If he was not interested after reading it, he could refund the money. The editor-in-chief was moved by his confidence and agreed to take a look when he had time. Eddie had just returned home when he received an urgent call from the editor-in-chief asking for an update on the novel. Eddie was very happy, but he did not immediately respond to the other party because without the drug's effect, he could not continue writing at all. So he decided to go find his brother-in-law to get some more magic medicine. But unexpectedly, as soon as he pushed open the door, he saw that the room was in a mess. It seemed that there had just been a fight here, and his brother-in-law was already dead. Seeing this situation, Eddie immediately called the police. At this moment, he noticed that there were several medicine bottles scattered on the table. It seemed that the gangsters had also come to find this kind of medicine. Eddie speculated that the magic medicine should not have been taken away, so he started searching everywhere. But after searching for a long time, he still did not find any clues. Just as he was feeling down, the fried chicken in front of him suddenly made him realize that he hadn't checked the microwave oven yet. He opened the microwave and sure enough, he found a hidden compartment at the bottom. Inside, there was actually a phone book, $1,000, and the magic medicine he needed. These were enough for him to take for 2 months, but before Eddie had time to be happy, the police had arrived at the door.